sure if you're even going to be able to hear me because I'm currently driving to do a little bit of sourcing. Today is Thursday, October 29th, and it is my birthday. I am turning 27, which is getting really close to 30, and I'm starting to feel it. I don't feel as young as I once used to. I know to some people that's probably like, Well, I just got back from a short vacation over a span of 3 days. I went on a girls' trip, did a little bit of spa activities, and then just kind of hung out. We went to a wine tour, basically, where we went on a bus and got to try out a bunch of different wineries in the area that I was in. Just got back from that last night. I put my eBay store, this was the first time I've done this, I put it on not vacation mode, because vacation mode is where it basically does not allow your listings to be for sale, and it just puts a little note at the top of the screen that says when you'll be back and when buyers can start purchasing again. In the past, a workaway around that was that I would change my handling time on all of my listings, which I think kind of shocked the eBay system and really messed with my sales, because I was editing every single one of my listings. And I think when you make any kind of major change like that, it definitely can impact your sales, because it kind of shakes up your consistency, if that makes sense. And eBay really, really loves consistency. But eBay just came out with, I think this past seller update, they came out with a new function called Time Away, which basically allows you to set a date, which does give the buyer a message when they click onto your listing of when you'll be back and to expect shipping delays, but you can still allow your items to be sold, which was really nice. So I used that for the first time. I know a couple of people in some of the reseller groups that I'm in have said that every time they've done that, they've seen a drop in sales. But I actually did not have that experience. It went really great. I set it up. I even had a custom message that let people know that if they purchased, that when I would be back and when I would be shipping items out, which was really nice. So yeah, that all went great. But with that, as I was doing the vlog today, I was going to record some of my shipping, but shipping was actually a little bit crazy, and I kind of forgot to film it as I was planning on doing this little like snapshot day in the life, because I actually had 3 days worth of shipping to do. So I will put a picture, because they're empty now, but both of these totes, which are very tall, large totes, larger than most totes. I don't know what the size is, but they're very big totes. I had them completely full. So I had to take 3 days worth of shipping into the post office. My local post office is a very small post office. Between me and one other person that I know that drops off packages there, I'm pretty sure I am one of the highest volume customers that they have. And so it's a little bit of accommodation on their part to deal with somebody bringing in that amount of packages. So I felt really bad because I had 3 days worth. But my post office is really nice. They're very accommodating. They know me by name. They're very sweet. And so they got those packages in, and I really, really appreciated it. But I did not get to film any of that process because, like I said, it was just a little bit overwhelming, and I didn't want to mess with having a camera. But I went ahead and started the vlog now, catch you up on my day. I'm currently driving to the area of thrift stores that I like to go to every week. I'm a little bit late on my sourcing because, like I said, I was gone for 3 days. I usually like to ship on Mondays or Tuesdays. I've actually asked thrift stores that I go to what's the best day to come in, and they always tell me in the very beginning of the week, usually on Monday, because that's when the most amount of product gets put out, because they get a lot of donations over the weekend. So that is when I like to go, and it's been pretty successful so far. Today is Thursday, so I'm actually kind of late in the week, but since I haven't been there for probably about a week now, I'm hoping that there will be a lot of new to me stuff there that I can grab. My goal today is to get at least 50 items. I have my my helper, the person that helps me do drafts, coming in tomorrow to pick up, to swap out totes basically of items that she has currently drafted for me and pick up fresh new items for her to draft. And I have to have enough items for her to take with her. And then I also have to get enough items for my photographer, who's also coming tomorrow after my helper, so that she can start getting the next batch prepared for next week. So between today and tomorrow, I have to get quite a few items together. So I'm on my way to do that. In order to get the most bang for my buck, basically, I drive about an hour away, depending on which area of the city I'm going to. Right now, I'm driving about an hour away. I'm gonna hit 3 different thrift stores in the area where I have most success and can get the most amount of items. The thrift stores in my area are not good, which is why I choose to spend the time driving to those areas so that I can just get everything all in 1 or 2 days. I am gonna continue driving and hopefully update you guys throughout the day. I've never done a vlog style, so hopefully this turns out good. Okay guys, so I just got to the first thrift store. I am at a retail Goodwill, which means I'll pay, full prices for everything. It's not a Goodwill bins or anything like that. Got my mask, got my Samsung Galaxy earbuds. For me, this is a must. I put these in, and although my thrift store plays music, they don't typically listen to the stuff I do. So I always have these on, and it's really handy in case anybody calls me, because then I don't have to stop. I can remain hands-free and talk to them while I am still sourcing at the thrift store. Okay, so I just went to the first thrift store and I got, let me see here, I got 38 items and I spent about 2 hours in there. And so it's currently, it just turned 1 o'clock and I spent $164 there, but that is rounded up because they always ask to do the roundup. So yeah, I got quite a bit of items in the first one. I don't usually get that much on the first store or at one store. I am planning on going to 2 others today. I was able to film a little bit in that store. To be honest, guys, I'm like terrified of filming in there, usually because it is so super busy in there that I really can't take any shots without getting somebody in there. And also I'm already like, I think I've mentioned this in a previous video. I don't even know if I still have that video up, but basically my nervousness to make videos is just now, I'm like starting to get the swing of it, and it's not as scary, and I'm not as shy about it. But filming in a thrift store is definitely not something that I'm used to doing. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to, but I do want to do vlogs because I know a lot of you have asked about that, and I think it would be helpful for you to kind of see how I'm picking items and what I'm passing on. So I literally went across the street to Panera, which is what I do basically every time. I'm trying to do more of like a whole foods diet, which it's kind of like 90% of the time I follow that, but I try to think of things that I can eat while I'm out as a go-to that aren't too terrible for me. I used to just go to like Wendy's, Popeyes, you know, different drive-through things that aren't that healthy. So I've started coming up with different things that I could get. And while they aren't super healthy, they're a little bit better than some of the other stuff. So I always go to Panera and I get a green goddess Cobb salad. These things are really good, and I'm signed up for Panera Rewards because I come here all the time. So I get the whole green goddess Cobb salad with no side. I get the green tea, and since today was my birthday and I'm a part of the rewards, I did redeem my free pastry for my favorite cookie here, which is the kitchen sink cookie. This cookie is huge, and it's like 800 calories for the whole cookie, so I usually only eat like maybe a quarter of it at a time. It's bad, but it's my favorite cookie and it's really good, and it was free. It's my birthday. I'm gonna spend some extra calories. Alright guys, so I just got done at that thrift store. It is now 3:42, so I spent a little bit longer in there than I expected to, but I did end up getting 35 items. And I think I got about 35 items at the last store. So roughly in total, I've got about 60 items. I think I have a little bit more than that. My goal today was 50. I have one more thrift store that I was going to go to that I was considering skipping, but if I don't hit it today, that means I've got to go tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit it today and just try to get ahead of schedule, and worst comes to worst, I'll just have more items for next week to get me ahead of schedule. So, change of plans. I decided that instead of going to that thrift store, which was a little bit farther away, and it's like twice the size of the one I decided to go to, I'm gonna actually go to one that's a little bit closer, which means it'll be a closer drive home as well. It's also smaller, so I'm gonna be able to get through it faster. Just feeling a little exhausted, probably from being on a trip and then sourcing all day the very next day as soon as I come back. But yeah, that's the great thing about owning your own business, is you can always adjust and change your plans. Okay guys, so last stop, we're gonna go into this Goodwill retail store. But what's funny and odd about this is right next to it is the Goodwill outlet right over here. They're literally connected, which when it first opened, I thought might be a problem because, you know, our reseller is going to be in the retail one all the time, because I know that most of the people shopping at the Goodwill bins here at least are all resellers. But it turns out there's still actually great stuff in the retail store. I don't think the people at the bins want to pay the prices for the retail store, so I do find good stuff in here, and it's a little bit of a smaller location, which is nice kind of to cap the day and round it off if you're feeling a little tired at the end of the day. So I am going to jump in here and finish it up. Alright guys, so that was the last stop. I ended up getting about 14 items, which, contrary to what I said previously, I did not math correctly because my brain is tired after sourcing all day. So I had 70 items roughly split up from the past two, and then I just got 14, so it's 84 items. I spent a total today of about $440, which is a little bit more than I normally spend, but I did get way more items than I normally would. Everything that I got today, I'm hoping will sell for at least bare minimum $25. Most of them are going to be more than that. So with all that in mind, I should make my money back and then some. I think I'm going to end the snapshot of my day here because it is pouring. I can't count the amount of times I've been rained on today, and I have a long drive home. So I'm going to cut it off here. I enjoyed making this. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you like these types of videos. I will probably get better at them as I become more comfortable with filming out in public. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.